this is Laura at Lamplight Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to make this clutch purse. You can choose to put the handle on or not. You can just make it as a clutch without the handle. This will be a great gift for a little girl, or even if you chose the right yarn, you could make this for another lady. You'll just need a button and some medium worsted weight yarn, an H hook, which is a 5mm hook, and you'll be set to go. So join me here and I'll show you how to make this clutch purse. All right, we need to place a slip knot on our hook, so we put the yarn around the top 2 fingers, and then we place the hook underneath and pull the top piece down, tighten the end pieces, and now we have the yarn on the hook. So we need to make 31 chain. We wrap it around the hook and pull down through. Wrap around the hook, pull down through. Wrap around the hook, pull down through. So we need 31, and I'll meet you back at 31. Okay, we have 31 chain on our hook, and we need to make a single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. And we're going to go down into the 3rd one with the hook, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. That's your first single crochet. Now we're going to skip the next one, and we're going to make 2 single crochet in the next one over. So we go down into the next one over and make a single crochet, and then we make a 2nd single crochet in that same one. Okay, now we're going to continue on with a repeat. So from here on out, we will be doing a skip 1, 2 single crochet in the next, skip 1, 2 single crochet in the next. So we skip that one and we go into the next and do a single crochet, and then we do a 2nd one in that same stitch. Skip 1, do 2 single crochet, repeat this until you have 2 chains left, and I will meet you back at the end where there are 2 chains remaining. We'll see you there. We've reached the very end of the chain row where we have 2 chains left. So what we're going to do there is skip 1 and do 1 last single crochet in the last chain. Then we went to chain 1 and turn. Now we're on our 2nd row. So this is the way the repeat goes. We place our hook into the very first stitch available there, and we make a single crochet. We skip the next one, and then we make 2 in the next one. Okay, skip and make 2 in the next. Skip the next stitch, make 2 in the next, and I will meet you back at the end of the row. Okay, we've reached the end of row 2 where we have 2 single crochet stitches left on the end. We're going to skip the 1 stitch, and then we're going to do a single crochet down into the top of the turn chain. Okay, 1 single crochet there. Then we chain and turn again, and we will repeat row 2. 1 single crochet in the first stitch, skip the next one, 2 single crochet stitches in the next one. Now we're going to continue skip 2, skip 2, skip 2 all the way across the row until we get to the last 2. We've reached the end of row 3. We're going to always do our 1 single crochet down into the turn chain, and then single chain again and turn. Okay, there's 1, skip 1, 2, skip 1, 2 all the way across, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we've reached the end of the row, so we're going to place a single crochet into the turn chain. And you might find that that's a little difficult from time to time to find the spot to go in, but just keep working at it, you'll get it. So we chain 1, after that turn and start again with a single crochet in the very first one. Skip 1 and do 2 in the next one. So complete rows 3 through 20 in this manner. Okay, we'll see you after row 20. Okay, I've now reached the end of my 20th row. So I'm going to turn my work, and the tail end is on the right side down here at the bottom, so you'll know which side that you're on for sure. And I went to slip stitch in the first 4 stitches. So we're going to begin in the very stitch that we just finished. So we're going to put the hook down in there, wrap around, pull through, and pull on through. That is 1. Do that again. 2, 3, and 4. Now we will do a double crochet in the next stitch. So we wrap around with the needle through, wrap around again, pull through 2, pull through 2 more. Now in the same stitch, we're going to do 4 more. 4 more double crochet. And the last one, wrap around, put the hook down in, wrap around and pull through, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2 more. Now we want to skip the next stitch, place a single crochet in the next stitch, skip the next stitch, and do another 5 double crochet in the next. We're forming a shell border. This is called our shell when we put 5 double crochet in 1 stitch. We're going to keep repeating this. Skip a stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet in the next. And we're going to do that all the way around. So we'll do now. The point is to get a shell in each corner. We want the shell right in the middle of each corner. So whatever it takes to manipulate that, you might have to do that by skipping 1 extra stitch or something. But make sure that you put a shell in each corner in order to make the purse look well-rounded. All right, so I'll meet you back when we're finished with our border around. Okay, I've reached the very end of finishing all of my shells all the way around. So the way I finished up was I skipped a stitch here, I went into the next one, did a single crochet, and then I decided to just join in here with a slip stitch. And so there we've completed that. And then the next thing is to go ahead and weave this in, but we need to fold up the bottom. So the next step would be to take your yarn needle and string it with the same color of yarn and sew along the edges just underneath the ruffle. So before you do that, you want to line up your ruffles here and sew just along the edges to sew the pocket of your purse. Okay, and then we would be able to fold over and place our button here, or maybe even down here. You can play with it and do whatever you want, and I'll get back to you whenever I've finished sewing these right here, and we'll see you then. Okay, I have not sewn my button on yet, but I am just trying different buttons out, and I think I like this one. At this point, you can just keep your purse as a clutch, or you can make a handle. And this handle and this purse is for a younger girl, so on this purse, I've decided I am not going to make the shells handle. I'm just going to make a little bit larger handle, and I'm going to make it out of just half double crochet, which is a plain flat handle. So what I did was I chained 60. So you'll need to chain 60, and then we will do the half double crochet. And the way we do that is we wrap the yarn around the hook, and we go into the second stitch from the hook, and then we wrap around, pull through, wrap around, and pull through all 3, all at the same time. Next stitch, we go down in there and wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through all 3. So go ahead and do half double crochet in each chain all the way across the chain, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, we finished our very first row of half double crochet, so we're going to do another row of half double crochet. We want to chain 2 at the very end, turn our work, and go ahead and put a half double crochet into the very first stitch. All right, we're going to continue across this row with half double crochet just the same as the previous row, so we'll see you at the end. Okay, I finished my second row of half double crochet. I've removed my hook, and so I would clip the yarn a little ways out, pull it on through, and then I would attach it to this purse on the upper half of the shell on each side. I would attach the handle so that it would be secure, and then it would be ready to carry like that. The next step after that would be to sew the button on. So we'll see you back in just a minute when that handle's attached. Okay, I have attached the handles on each side on the very first shell of each side of the purse. And this is a 60 chain handle, so it goes a little higher than the other purse that I showed you. And then the button is sewn on the pocket portion, and then just an opening inside of the stitching is used as a buttonhole. But now I want to show you how to do the handle with the shells. So we're going to chain 60 for that. This will be the same height of a handle as the one I just showed you. So chain 60, and as soon as you do that, we're going to do a half double crochet across the entire chain. So in order to do that, we wrap the yarn around our hook. We place it in the second stitch from the hook. Wrap around, pull through. Wrap around, pull through all three. Again, in the next stitch. And all the way across this chain. As soon as you do half double crochets all the way across this chain, I will meet you at the end and I'll show you the next step. Okay, we have one half double crochet in every single chain across. So when we reach the end, we want to chain one, turn our work, and do a single crochet in the very first stitch there. Then we're going to skip the next one, and then do 5 double crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're starting to form our shells just like we had in the purse. So we skip the next one and then do a single crochet. That's the pattern that we're doing. Skip the next one, do 5 shell in the next. Three, 4, and 5. Now, the pattern that we will be repeating is skip a stitch, single crochet, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet. We're going to repeat that to the end, and I'll see you back there. Okay, as you can see, I have shells all the way across the chain in the pattern that we established. When we reach the end, I will have 1 stitch left. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go down to the very tip end and do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3 in order to accommodate turning. Now we are going to work on the other side of the chain. So we're over there, we want to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we will skip the first stitch, do a single crochet in the next, skip the next stitch and do 5 single crochet in the next, working in the opposite side of the chain. Now we're just going to continue that same pattern all the way across the other side of the chain. 4 and 5 there. So the next thing we would do is skip a stitch, single crochet, skip a stitch, 5 double crochet. So I'll travel to the end in that pattern and I'll see you there. Okay, we finished up at the other end and I've just slip stitched my way to the top, however many pieces you might have left to slip stitch in those last couple of stitches or so. You just want it to look similar to the other end. So I would snip this off here and pull this on through and weave it in. And then as you can see, you could use this handle instead of the other one. It looks either a little bit more ornate or a little bit more juvenile. So that is how you make the handle to match that purse. Thanks for joining me on this video tutorial. Don't forget to click subscribe and like and share these videos with your friends. And we'll see you back here next time.